Oh, wow. Okay. So, hi, YouTube, uh, listeners, audience. I don't really know what to call y'all, but, hi, I'm Radiant Saff on YouTube, and, I wanted to do a little, I don't know, I wanted to do some kind of informal, not as edited Q&A, to get to know me for celebrating 1,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. I did not think this was a thing that was going to happen to me. Um, I'm literally recording right as I get to 1,000 subscribers. So first of all, thank you all so much for tuning in, subscribing, commenting, all of those things. Everyone's comments that I've gotten on all of the videos that I put out are so nice. Y'all are just, these are the kindest comments I've ever gotten for any of the art that I've ever made, to be quite honest. Y'all are so sweet. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you for coming to my channel, checking things out. I especially am like so appreciative of any of the comments for the original scripts that I've written, which include the things like Werewolf Roommate and like the Pond Maiden and a couple of other ones. Usually on my videos, if you don't see a little title on the card that says script by, or in the description if it says script by, if you don't see any of that in the video, that means I wrote it. So thank you so much. Because to be quite honest, I don't consider myself a writer, but doing voice work has just been a passion of mine since I was like a teenager. So this is really exciting. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm going to answer some questions that have been submitted to me in like my community posts, and I will do my best to pronounce everything. And I'm gonna try and do this without taking a bunch of takes. So we can do that. Okay. So one of the first questions I've gotten is from Zuto Kendriku. Maybe you'll have to comment on this video and let me know how your names are supposed to be pronounced, or if you have more questions. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, Zuto asked me, one, where are you from? So I'm in the United States. I'm on the East Coast, and you can guess from there if you want. Two, from Zuto. So multiple questions here. Would you make more series in the future? I think I've been asked this a couple of times, but I'm happy to explain. Maybe. It really depends. I kind of didn't expect Werewolf Roommate to become a series, because I didn't know that it would resonate with so many people. But we'll see. I don't want to promise anything that I'm not 100% sure on, but I do like telling stories, and if I feel like a story has, you know, a message or something that I'm trying to get out there, and it needs more time, then I will do more series. But I'm not sure. Any of the other series, I guess, would be from the authors of the scripts that I'm reading that I didn't write. So some of the other videos that I put out that have script writers that I've typically picked up from ASMR Script Haven on Reddit, If I were to do more series, it would kind of depend on the writers, but for my own original work, not sure. We'll see. I'm a big fan and believer in like letting stories breathe. Not stretching it out if it doesn't need to be. I love, contained stories. So we'll see. Let's see. They also asked, do you have any big plans, goals for this channel? I would love to just keep coming out with work. My goals are to continue to reach people, and I would love to make more voice actor friends. And I'm hoping that I can use my channel as like a personal actor reel. And like we can get into that later because I know some other people have asked questions about that too. But my big plans are to keep on doing this, expand on any of the stories that have multiple parts, and potentially make this into more of a full-time thing. I am considering a Patreon, and to be quite frank, I also don't mind doing like not safe for work things too. But obviously YouTube won't allow that. So I don't know. Is that something that y'all are into? Like Patreon videos and audios from people? I know that a lot of people do that, and it becomes like a really cool full-time job. And I'll be honest, I want to do that too. Help me manifest it. Like, if y'all are into that, help me get there, because I would love to, like, truly. And then the last thing they asked is, do you plan to make this a full-time job or just a side hobby thingy? So many of my artistic endeavors start as side hustles, and then they turn into like jobs with like money and stakes. So yeah, I really love to do this full time, actually. Again, y'all have to like help me manifest that, okay? So what do YouTubers say? They say like and subscribe. uh yeah. Yeah, so like help me out, get me in touch with other voice actors or people who need voices for projects or whatever. I would love to do this as a job, like for real, for real. Let's see. Another question. Oh, yeah, Jake Smash is also asking, what are you planning to do with this channel? Yeah, like I said, I would really enjoy doing this full time. I would really like to do a Patreon or something that is like consistent. And you know what I'd also really like is working with other voice actors in like a collaborative way. I love collaborations. Me personally, I would love to see more and do more radio shows, because I actually listen to podcasts like a lot, and I love radio shows and dramas and adventures where like there's sound design and different voices for different characters. And I've always had a fascination with voice actors because I am actually a huge nerd for cartoons. I love cartoons. I went to college or uni for illustration, and I wanted to work at Nickelodeon for a long time, the cartoon channel. So, just I love voice work of all kinds. So commercial, indie, video games, all that. I would love to do all those things. So like my plan with this channel is to just keep on building up like a resume or reel or something, so I can like go and do that in real life, I guess, or for like my audiences. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me. Do y'all like that? Do you want me to do that? We'll talk about it. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Alex Pozanski. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Alex Poznansky 3369. Nice. Are you still trying to Are you still going to be trying a little bit of everything, or have you decided to settle for a specific type of content? Are you planning on making any other multi-episode role plays other than the werewolf roommate? Or are you sticking to one-offs? Congratulations on 1K, and as always, keep being creative. That's really nice of you. I've seen your comments around. I really appreciate that. I do like to try a little bit of everything. I am not 100% sure if anyone has noticed, but I like to bring a different vibe to each character where I can, or like a different mindset to each of the videos that I've put out. Like, I do really enjoy one-offs. Like I said, I kind of enjoy having an episode sort of wrapped up and a little bit of like a mystery, or maybe like a sort of an open-ended conclusion sometimes. But as far as like the type of content, I really have been enjoying a lot of different stuff. Lately, I've been sticking to supernatural or magical type roles, just because that's the kind of stuff I enjoy. I like escapism, not as much as like slice of life, but I also like romance and things of that nature. So it just kind of depends on what roles and scripts kind of speak to me, and like what I got buzzing around in my creative brain, because I just kind of let it happen. But yeah, I don't really go for specific roles other than things that I feel like my voice won't sound super unnatural in. Like, I try to really sound as off script as I can to make it sound as natural as I can. So long as the role sounds like that, I'm usually pretty interested. But you know, it kind of just depends on my mood too. And then if I am planning on another multi-episode role play, maybe. Like I said, I don't really consider myself a writer per se. So I just kind of take it as it comes, but you never know. I do have a few episodes planned out for Werewolf Roommate, but that's kind of the only one that I know for sure that I have more to say, like more story to tell. The other things that I put out, maybe, or depends on the writer. Let's see. YZ Ed 0501 said, wait, don't really have a question, but I did recently stumble upon your channel, and I hope that you do more vids in a timely manner where you don't burn out right away. Thank you so much. And then question wise, what's the inspiration of your channel name? So I go by Radiant Saff here on YouTube. It's short for saffron. And that is actually a reference to my so, okay. I don't want to mix the streams too much between my different personas, but I will say that I have a performer persona in real life that does live performances in like a local theater type situation. So Saffron is a name that I chose for my theater persona. And so I go by Saffron. You can call me Saff. I know some people have called me Radiant. That's also totally fine, because Radiant is just a compliment that I get pretty regularly for some reason. And, you know, I'm not mad about it. It's very sweet. So, like, that's kind of what I was going off of. And if you've ever looked closely at my profile picture, you'll see there's kind of like I illustrated that myself. It's like that little logo that's on all of my videos, the light purple one with like the figure drawing of me in there. Radiant like the sun. And like Saffron as a performer name too. I actually I don't want to clock myself too easily, but if anyone is familiar with maybe the show Firefly, uh, I heard the name Saffron from like this side character that was in one of those episodes from a long time ago. Yeah. Anyway, Saffron is kind of pulled from like some nerdy media. Plus, I've been going by Saffron for a super long time in my real life, so that's where that is from. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Giro Zappelli, 636, says, congratulations on being so close to 1K. You're one of my favorite creators. Your audios are amazing. You really deserve this and so much more. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Like, so much. I really appreciate it. The question I have for you is, when, if you ever get into a rut, for example, writer's block, what are some of the things you do personally to still be creative? Oh, okay. I love this question because I have always been a creative person in a lot of different media, not just with my voice, and not just with illustration and drawing, because I've been doing that since I was very, very young. I've found that when I have writer's block or artist block or any kind of creative block, I tend to just let it happen. For me, I noticed that if I push, if I try and like fight it, it doesn't go well. Like, it doesn't feel good, and I get really tired and I get resentful of what I'm trying to accomplish. And, you know, I've sustained like injuries trying to like push through writer's block, like trying to continue drawing or dancing or playing whatever instrument that I'm trying to play. Like, if I push, then I tend to get like exhausted or I hurt myself. So instead of fighting it, I just kind of let it happen and I focus on a different creative outlet. So I wouldn't say that voice acting here on YouTube is a separate or was me trying to get over art block from something else, because I did want to do it, but this was a good way to burn off some creative energy that wasn't being used in other places in my life. And so, like I said, when I have a creative block, I just put down whatever it is I'm trying to do, let myself take a break from that thing, and I do something else, whether it's like reading or going to hang out with some friends or going out dancing, or I just grab inspiration from other places or from different kinds of media, because I find eventually when I'm ready to come back to the thing that I'm having a creative block over, the stuff that I've been doing feeds into it and it re-inspires me, so then I'm back to doing that thing. It all comes in waves. You know, sometimes earlier in the year, I'll want to do lots of illustrations and freelance work, and then I'll, you know, get tired or I need a break, and then I'll slow down on that, and then I'll pick up one of my different side hobbies. Yeah, so I take a break. That's usually what I do. And I just let my mind get some rest or get bored a little bit, and I let my creative projects kind of feed into each other like that. So don't be afraid to take a break. Thank you so much for that question. Like, that's such a good question. I love that one. Let's see. Vathrax asks, would you ever be interested in voicing a character for a video game? Yes, I would. I would love it. I would love it. Like, y'all send me audition listings or something. I would love that shit. Like, tell me all about it. I would love to try doing stuff that's a little bit outside of my comfort zone as far as like the kind of character. That's sort of what I'm trying to do with all the different kinds of videos that I'm putting out. Like, each character has a different personality, I hope. So I would love to do video game stuff, indie stuff, anything. So yeah, I'd love that. Mr. No Name 2701 says, congratulations on reaching 1K sub. Your Werewolf Roommate series is what pulled me into your channel. I can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I wrote that myself, so I'm like, oh, that warms my heart. Thank you. As for the question, what is the most fun you've had doing or making your channel so far? Like, example, uploading first video, coming up with a name, etc. I will be so honest. I love your comments all so much. You are all so supportive and kind, and I just love how excited you are for all the things that I make. Just I really do appreciate that. I really cannot stress that enough. I did not expect any amount of attention on the internet because there's so many voice actors out there who are all trying to make it, and they're all amazing. And so just the fact that y'all have become invested in something that I've made from scratch is just, it's so great. I love it. So I love the comments. I love the engagement. I love knowing that you like the stories that I'm telling. And that's like probably my favorite part, is just getting to know people and talking to people. The other thing that I really enjoy is like talking to other voice actors via YouTube, or like, you know, on Reddit or Discord, or however I find y'all or however you find me. I just really like learning about the process, how other people do stuff. Like, I just really enjoy it. So like, thank you so much. And thank you for the congratulations. It's so nice. Let's see. Outie. I'm so sorry, friend. But they say, congratulations, Radiant. You really deserve this and more. Here's to 10K. Oh, that's so nice. Their question is, what was your favorite and least favorite audio to record? Ooh, usually I don't have a least favorite. I don't really have a least favorite. I think maybe my least favorite is the Christmas themed video, but it's literally because Christmas is just not my favorite holiday. Sorry. I just have a hard time around the winter for lots of different reasons, and like that particular script, it was cute and I liked it, which is why I chose to read it. But it's hard for me to be like excited about holidays, to be honest. So that might be like my least favorite, but purely from like a personal, like, I'm a big old Grinch kind of way. My favorite, geez, let's see. I'm looking over my videos right now. I think my favorite might be either the Rogue Cowboy one that I did pretty early on, or perhaps even like the bargaining with the Shadow King, or the Fae, bargaining with the Fae. It's called A Year in a Day. So I actually improv'd the Rogue Cowboy one that I did. What's it called? Rogue Cowboy offers you one last job. I improv'd that, which is crazy to me. But I really enjoyed letting my accent come out a little bit. I enjoy that. So like my favorite is probably like the Rogue Cowboy one, and I brought up the A Year in a Day script video that I did with the bargaining with the Fae, because that was like such a harsh, mean character that was like so severe compared to my actual personality. And I made some interesting sound effect choices, and like I just don't know if people like that sort of thing in their ASMR type videos. So Those two are probably my favorite. Let's see. And I think one of the last questions I got is from Obi-Wan Coolidge, 1828. Hello there. I'm sorry, that was bad. They ask, what inspires you? How do you come up with your video ideas? Is it from other scripts or do you just think of them randomly and go from there? Also, been really enjoying the audios. My favorite is either the Pond Mermaid or the Demon's Menagerie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so for coming up with my own original stuff, like for example, the Pond Maiden video, that was an original character. Some of my ideas are just little one-offs that I'm trying to think, how do I come up with some of these ideas? I just really I'm really into storytelling in terms of like tropes, and I have always felt, especially because when I was in college and art school, I was learning illustration in terms of like writing comics and concept art. So making art to reflect a story. So I have always been coming up with story ideas and stuff. I do really enjoy writing stuff that has like character arcs and tropes that are familiar, but maybe I might change it up a little bit, or add some unique flavors to it to make it my own. And then some of the scripts that I try to read as naturalistically as possible. Is that the word? Is that the word I'm trying to say? I just try and read the scripts as naturally as I can, and the way I read it tends to kind of inform how the character is behaving and what kind of person they are. And that's what inspires the video and how I might do the soundscape around it once I'm done recording. So that's kind of how I go about it. And I tend to not write as much as I read other people's stuff, but I do enjoy all different parts of the process. So that is all the questions that I have, actually. And we're hitting about like 30 minutes now. So I hope that me answering these questions was like a great way to get to know me and what I'm doing here on YouTube. I really, really appreciate all of you who have come through and listened to what I've put out there in the world, and all of you who have left really supportive, really kind comments. And, as a natural internet lurker, like I don't tend to do a lot of engaging in different fandoms that I'm in, but y'all have left some of the kindest, sweetest comments on my channel on YouTube that I've ever seen. So thank you so, so much. That's really sweet of you all. Like, I really do appreciate it. I love to do this, and I love that y'all have found me. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for enjoying, and I hope that I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, y'all.